It's a beautiful sunny day here in Chicago. It's a little chilly, but it's nice and sunny. All right, we're gonna use a TheraBand today. Today is December 14th. Woo! So that sun will be on me for a little bit, just because of where the sun is right now in the sky, but it'll pass here in a minute. That's all right. Right? All right, feet flat on the floor, knees in parallel, arms by your sides. Take a nice breath in, and then exhale, drop the chin. And then inhale, lift the head. So we're just stretching the neck, we're not bending the spine yet. Exhale, just drop the chin. And inhale, and exhale, drop the chin, and lift. And one more time, just drop the chin. Good, take the band, take it around your rib cage. We'll add some breathing exercises into the band. So go against your ribs in the back, cross in front, pull on it just a little bit so you can feel it around your ribs. Inhale into the band. And then on the exhale, drop your chin. Inhale. And exhale. Two more, inhale. And exhale. One more time. I feel like David Bowie. Inhale. And exhale. Good, head up. Open up the arms, or open up the band, open up the arms. Exhale, reach side, bring the strap against your rib cage, and just kind of bring the ribs forward a little bit. And then inhale back to neutral. I'm gonna move back a little bit, so that's not any better. Inhale. Exhale, reach the band, pull the ribs back into the band. And then elbows bend, chest opens, inhale. Exhale, reach. So your arms don't go any higher than your shoulders. And then inhale. So from the side, it'll look like this. Exhale, ribs into the band. That would be back ribs. And then inhale, open the front ribs. Exhale. Inhale. Two more times, exhale. I can fix this. I know I can. Here we go. Yeah. All right, let's bring the band out into the front. It's going to be pretty short for this next exercise. We're going to do a little rotator cuff. Okay, so it should only be about this wide. Okay, and you want to hold it in your thumbs like this. You don't want to grip, or you definitely don't want to wrap. Okay, no wrapping around your hands. So you should be able to hold it here even without even bending your fingers, right? All right, so elbows right against the side of the body. Holding the band, you can always adjust the tension to your needs. You're going to pull out. I don't expect you to go very far, just a couple inches out. Keep the upper arms connected to the rib cage. Pull out. Getting in the back edges of the shoulder blades. 5 more. Just breathe naturally. One more time. Good. Pull out slightly, then reach. Pull back and let the band relax. Pull open, reach straight out. Keep the tension there. Pull back, band relaxes. Pull out, reach forward. Come in, arms are connected to the ribs, band relaxes. One more time. Pull out, reach forward, pull in, relax the band. Make it really long. Okay, drop the left arm down to your side. You might touch your thigh. You're gonna pull the strap out to the side. You're gonna twist back and come in and go and touch your knee. So if you feel this in your neck, your band's too tight, right? So you give yourself plenty of band, plenty of room to move. Pull back, keep this hand right down by your side, twist, come back in. We're still working rotator cuff. Back, twist, back and twist, twist. Last two. Rotate one more time, and then we're going to do a little side bend going that way. So we're going to side bend and switch. Lots of room in the band, lots of stretchiness over and over. Keep your sitting bones on the chair, hips don't come up. And over, one more time, and over. You might notice that the right side's a little bit looser than the left side because we've done that side already, especially under the armpit. Left arm, right arm stays down, reach back, twist, touch your knee. Inhale, exhale, come on back. That's a suggestion for breathing. 3 more. Head moves with you. Don't leave your head over here while you're trying to reach back. Eyes follow. 2, one more time. Back and in. Here we go. Big side bends over. So I'm not sitting against the back of the chair, although you can do that if you like. One more time. Good. So I'm going to move up because it's just going to give me some room so that I don't end up hitting the sides of the chair. So I'm going to go here, okay, and we're going to go up and around and down. So big figure 8s here. Pull the strap just a tiny bit. The strap keeps the exercise closed chain, which means everything is connected to something, right? Arms are connected to something. Like you're kayaking. 2 more. One more time. Yes. Good. Lay the strap on your lap. Open the legs up, put the hands on the inside, drop the chin, stretch your neck. Lift back up. Don't nod your head backwards. Your neck doesn't really like that very much. Drop your chin. And lift up and drop. So think about the back of the neck lengthening out. You're going to start to roll down towards the floor. And then roll back up. So this is definitely why you want your chair on a mat, right? Or carpeting, so that when you do these movements, your chair doesn't push away from you. Roll down. Come back up. Drop your head, move your spine. Try to articulate your spine. Come back up. One more time, drop your chin, move through your upper back, go down, 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 and roll up, 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 up. Good, legs come together. Take both hands over to the right side, one in front, one behind it, and push into, not your knee, but your thigh, and rotate. Switch sides. Ooh, feel your spine getting taller as it twists. We'll do that again. Twist. And one more twist. Good, we're gonna add on to this. So you're gonna twist, you're gonna take your back hand, it's gonna come up by your head, and you're gonna side bend towards your left knee. Lift, do that again, please. So hold on to the side of your leg, side bend. This will keep your upper body in rotation, side bend. One more time, side bend. Lift up, unwind, go to the other side. The back hand lifts up and you side bend towards the right knee. And lift, and side, bend. And then we're going to get into legs. Side bend. And one more. Side bend. And sit. Good. Take the strap underneath the bottom of your feet. And again, try to hold the band lightly. Make your core muscles do more work than your arms and your hands. I'm going to scoot back again. I'm just going to pick my legs up. I've got an easy grip on the strap. Again, please don't wrap your hands, okay? Don't wrap the strap around your hands like that. Just cuts your circulation off immediately. All right, so you're going to pull back. Again, if you feel your neck, your band's too tight, and you're going to press out. 2, we're going to do 10 of these. Both legs working equally. My thighs are sliding on the front edge of the chair. Last one, hold. Now we're gonna row. So you're gonna pull your elbows back. And I'm gonna go full range. So I'm gonna straight arms back as far as I can. Straight arms, pull back elbows. Elbows pull back. Shoulder blades will follow. 2 more. 1 more. Good. Easy grip on the arms, right? You can even keep your arms straight if you want, or slightly bent. That's going to help you hold your legs up a little bit. Right leg is going to stay still. We go out with the left side. 2. And you want to try really hard. See, my right leg wants to push the other way, so I'm going to try to keep it still as I move my right leg away. My left leg. 4, 3, 1. Good. Bend your knees. Bicep curls. Make these as tight as you like. 10 of these. 7, 9, 10. Down, legs up. Okay, left leg stays still. Pull back on the elbows just a little bit and out to the side. So you're stabilizing with your abductor on the left, and you're moving with your abductor on the right. 3 more. 2 and 1. Good. Feet down, arms down. Go to the ends of your strap, okay? We're going to start small. And depending on how long your strap is, it makes a huge difference. So I may only be able to go here, right? Because this is as long as my strap is. Because if I pull up any higher, I start to feel it up here, right? So I'm going to just do these little tiny pulses out to the side. If you have a long strap and you can go up higher, you can do that, right? 5 more. Sit up tall against the tension. 2 and 1. Good. Pick the legs up, flex the feet. So I'm going to make sure that my band is wrapped around the tops of my feet, right? Okay. Now I'm going to really tug on the band. I'm going to make it pretty tight now. Okay. And then I'm going to point and flex. Point and flex. And it's really not a point. It's an ankle opener and flex. Open the ankle, flex. 2 more. No tension in the shoulders, elbows are down. Good, so I want you to alternate. Push. 5, 4, 2, and 1. Feet back down, go back to the ends of your band. Okay, so you're going to rotate your arm bones so that their palms are forward instead of backwards. Okay, arms are rotated forward, you're going to pull back. Watch the wrists, right? Try to keep the wrists really straight and in line. And you guys are welcome, to make yourself bigger than me, so you can watch to make sure your body's doing what I'm asking it to do, right? Pull back. 5, 4, Good, slide this over. So it's underneath your right foot, okay? Let's see, we'll test the tension. So we're just gonna spiral down towards the right foot, the left foot. So you're gonna spiral down. If you can touch your toe, touch your toe. Okay, now roll back up, lift your elbow, twist, extend, bend, spiral down. Touch, roll up. So it becomes one movement, one continuous movement. Make the strap longer if you have any issues with your arm. You can always put the strap down. You don't have to use it. And extend. Exhale when you go over your legs. Last one. Good. Place the strap in your palm. Move this leg out to the side. So I'm literally sitting on the edge of my chair. And we're going to side bend this way. Let's do it without the strap first. Okay? Try not to put your hand on your kneecap because that'll push your leg down. So keep your hand here. I prefer you don't rely on your hand at all, right? So it's all in here. You go over and you come down. So turn your palm towards you. Lift the arm up. So instead of going this way, lift the arm straight up by your head and then over. So once your arm is extended, you're set, right? Then you can move your body and the band will go with you. You don't have to use your arm anymore. Okay? So here we go. So band is on your palm, your thumb is holding it against your hand. So arm is very close to your head. We're going to use the whole body to lift the arm. So my whole body's working now from my tailbone all the way up to the top of my hand. And from here, all I have to do is move my spine over against the tension of the band, okay? Try not to initiate from the shoulder. Initiate from the fingertips, elbow, lift right here. My shoulder blade comes up at the last second, over. I don't care which way you breathe. Good. Lift. Any neck issues? Your band's too tight. One more time. Up and over. And down. Good. Okay, take that away. Woo. Turn sideways a little bit. So my knee just kind of went off on an angle. I can actually slide my hand up underneath my sitting bone on this side. So really only my right hip and my right butt cheek are on the chair. This hand's over here. I totally recommend a folding chair, guys. I went and found one downstairs. It's great. It's just the perfect dimensions, okay? So try not to straighten your arm, bend your elbow a little bit so you can go off on an angle. This leg is gonna lift. Yeah? Ready? This comes right from the hip crease here. Ready? Here we go. Up. Even if it just does that, I'm okay with that, right? Even if it's tiny. Lift. Lift. If you're feeling daring, reach towards the floor and lift. 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 3 more. Up. 2. 1. Come up to seated. Side bend. Watch your knee. And hold. Switch sides. You guys, this is like my most popular class of the week besides Zumba. I think that's cool. I think that is so cool. Okay. And here, practice, right? If your knees tend to hyperextend, give me a little soft bend in your knee here. All right, arm up, side bend. So I don't have any weight here. It's just a guide, and down and lift up, side bend. These feel great, right? You get that extension of the spine and then you bend it. One more time, up and over. Good. All right, lay the strap in your palm. Keep the band close to your head. Remember, you want to keep the arm bone inward, right? A lot of people will try and lift their arm like this and then it's not rotated and then it gets stuck, right? So we're gonna start with it rotated in. That makes sense. All right, elbow goes up. So here's your tension. Your spine is responsible for holding your arm up now and to keep the band stretching. Now move your spine over. And then the arm comes down. Fingertips, elbow, shoulders, the last thing to go. Fingertips, elbow, then this shoulder blade can move and side bend. I like inhaling up and exhaling over. Inhaling up, exhale. That's my preference, inhale. One more time, up. Whee, and down. Good. Strap here, lean over. I might scoot over a little bit more. Everything here is in a long line from your shoulder down to your hip. You don't want your legs slightly front or slightly back, okay? Everything is in a long line. Hand on the edge, tip over, lift. You can go towards the floor if you want. Lift, lift, lift. 3 more. 3, 2, 1. And up to seated and side bend. Good. Bring your leg in. Wrap around just your right side. So we're going to use the band for support for this exercise. We're going to be bending and straightening our leg, and we're going to go front and we're going to go side. So we're going to do a little bit of movement in the hip socket. So my suggestion would be to come from the front edge of the chair so that you can lean back against it. And then from here, maybe slide a little bit more forward and pick your leg up. I'm going to use both hands to pull back. I'm going to bend my knee, pulling it in as far as I can. Keeping the tension here, I'm going to press out and in. Out and in. Good. Relaxed hands. One more time. Out and in. Move your leg off to the side slightly, but not your body. So your leg goes out to the side a little bit. Press. Use those abdominal muscles to hold your hips on the chair, nice and still. You should be feeling your legs by now. One more. In and sit up. Switch to the other side. Okay, if you don't like the exercise, you don't have to do it. It's basically what we just did was basically this, right? We just did a single leg squat. So you can tell everybody you did single leg squats today. Okay? So hips forward on the edge, lean your chair body back. Use the strap to pick your leg up. Yep, find whatever tension you want with the strap, and you're gonna press straight out. So the tools you need for this class are a set of weights, a squishy ball, and a TheraBand. If you're in PT, just ask your therapist to give you a band. 2 more, 1 more. Pull the leg in, take it off to the side a little bit without your hips moving and press out. 5, 6, going to 10, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Leg in, come back center, put it down. Good, take the strap off, open your legs up, hands inside the legs, tuck the chin, roll down. Roll back up. I want you to lift your arms once you get your spine up. Hands right inside the thighs. You can push out a little bit while the legs push in a little bit and roll down. And then roll back up. Top of the head sits on the spine and then lift the arms. 1 more time. And then we're going to add the band into the hands. Get absolutely as tall as you possibly can. Good. Hold the band. Let's test it. Let's see, how wide do you want it? Probably here. Give it a test, right? See if here feels good for you, right? Probably not this narrow, right? You wanna feel like the capital Y, right? And then arms down, go. And then as you start rolling up and your hands leave your thighs, you're gonna pull apart and lift. And you might go behind your head, maybe. And then come forward, down, up. Start pulling, lift, maybe behind your head a little bit. So you guys know your body better than I do. Roll down. So if you're thinking, I got the range in my shoulders to bring my arms all the way back behind me, you can do that. So you can go all the way back. And you can come all the way up. So the nice thing about the band is it stretches, right? So you can pull your arms apart if you needed to. Come on up. Open, so give support, but it's flexible. It's adaptable. Last time. So this is circumduction of the shoulder joint. It's meant to do this. Up and around and down. Good. Place the band on your thigh. Put your hand on your right leg. Okay. Straighten and bend. So what I want you to do while you're doing this is I want you to twist your leg out a little bit. Like, not literally, but this is another Eric Franklin. It's an awareness of what your leg does when it straightens, what your femur bone does. So when you straighten your leg, it spirals away a little bit because the way it's inserted in your hip, it's not straight in there, right? It goes on an angle and then it comes down. So you rotate it out a little bit and rotate it out. And the closer you get down here to your knee, the more you're gonna feel that. So you're just gonna gesture that, right? You feel it? So here's a really cool thing. Your lower leg goes the other way. So when you go here, this part of your leg goes this way. Okay? Straighten one more time. So the leg gets a little tired when you do that. All right, let's do the other side. Straighten. Little twist inward. One more. Good. And now let's put hands on the kneecaps, feet on the floor, okay? And I want you to rotate your legs in and out. So hopefully what you're feeling is some movement underneath your fingers in the material that surrounds your knee joint, right? So if we make our legs more extreme, like wider, so that you have to internally rotate more, it's not the kneecap doesn't turn, it's what's around it that does, right? And this is where we run into a lot of problems here when all this stuff kind of gets either stuck or out of whack. So just, again, just gesture, just hold on to your kneecaps and feel the spiraling that happens as you move your legs in and out. And then maybe give it a little bit of help. Spiral out, spiral in. One more time, out and in. Good. Legs together, let's do some squats. Strap on the floor. I'm sitting on the front edge. I'm gonna hinge at my hip. This is gonna bring my upper body weight forward towards my toes. From here, I can just stand up, okay? And then I can hinge at my hip, bend my knees, send my tailbone back to the chair. So I kind of resist bringing my knees over my toes, right? And remember, there's some spiraling that happens, right? So forward, stand, back, sit. And I'll send you a link for that little exercise that we just did. He explains it better than I do. Forward and stand. Right at the top there, really engage your glutes so that they hold you up nice and straight. When your glutes engage, then your hips won't do that, right? If these are like hanging out, not doing anything, right? And then everything kind of releases so that the hip socket can bend, right? And you can use your thighs up, thighs, little bit of engagement in the butt, hips, everything kind of releases out of the glutes, and then you get to use your legs. Forward, up, glutes engage, sitting bones open, thighs engage, leg muscles, last two, up and down, and then we'll stay standing, up and stay standing. Good. Okie dokie. Hands on the chair. Here's where you definitely don't want your chair moving. So palms down, okay? So I'm gonna walk my hips right over my feet, right over my arches. Okay, and then I'm gonna kind of sway back a little bit. And then I'm gonna kind of just a tiny bit forward, not much. And then back. This is gonna give me a stretch in my hip in the back. And you might feel it in your hamstrings. And a little bit back. And a little bit forward. And back. And forward. Good, let's go to cat-cow, curl. And lengthen and exhale, curl. One more time. So then we'll make this a little bit more challenging by adding a knee in. So I'm just gonna step my feet back just a little bit, kind of almost in a plank, halfway there. So then my front knee is gonna bend, I'm gonna curl, and then I'm gonna lengthen. So I'm gonna add on to this as we go along, making it more challenging. So the next time maybe the knee lifts up, right? And then as my spine stretches out, I lengthen my leg. and curl. And lengthen my leg. Then maybe if I want to make it a little bit more challenging, I'm going to go into plank and do it from there. So again, this is where your chair cannot move, right? So you curl. And you reach. And you curl. And you reach. 3 more. Curl. Reach. 2. Reach. 1 more time. Curl. And reach. And down. We'll come back to standing. And find the hips right underneath the arches. Round the back. Extend the spine. Good, let's round up to standing. And do it all on the other side. So this is a new chair for me. And it's moving. It's sliding on here, so I have to figure something out. Okay. So when I'm in that plank position, right, I can feel the chair going like this. I don't want that. All right, here we go. Curl, hips right under feet. Yes, curl. Nice hamstring stretch. Inhale. Here's your stretching right at your sit bone, right where your hamstrings attach, and under. And 1 more time, under. Good, I don't have a lot of weight on my hands, right? I'm distributing it very evenly. Walk back just a little bit. Pick up the front knee, curl under, so you never have to lift your foot off the floor if you don't want to, right? Here's your second option. And then your third option is full plank, knee in and back. 5 of these. 3, 4, 5, and home. Hips back over heels, curl, and round up. Good, staying on this side. We'll do circumduction of the hip. Hand on the chair, toe taps front. We're going to circumduct around just to behind the foot in the standing and then back to the front, okay? You're going to add, if you like, right? You're going to add a bigger rotation. So if your hips are healthy and you can cross all the way over, you can cross all the way over and you can go behind your standing leg. So you're either here and here, or it's a bigger movement, right? Or we even add a lunge back. So that's your little curtsy squat, right? So circle around. We'll just start with your circles. If you want to challenge yourself, you can take your arms away. One more. So now we'll add the extra challenge if you want, otherwise just stick with this. Back lunge, come front, straight legs in the front. Back lunge, little curtsy squat. So you're literally twisting the hip, the bone in the hip in the standing leg. That's why this exercise is so challenging, right? Because we're twisting those little muscles. Last 2. Here. And 1 more time, back and around and up. Good. Walk your hips out for a sec. All right, take the leg you just worked, the one closest to the chair, which is, it might seem like this is the one that was working, but it's actually the one that was stabilizing you. All right, heel is up, knee opens and closes. This doesn't move, open and close here. Hands on the hip if you find your balance is good today. Draw on the abs front to back. Little standing clam action. 2, 1. Option is to prick the leg up off the floor and close and open for 5, 4, 3. Hold the chair if you need to. 2, and 1. Close, leg down, other side. So option one is foot is in front, foot is behind. Right in front of the foot you're standing on, right behind the foot you're standing on. That's as big as you want to make it, that's as big as you make it. Otherwise, you're going to go across the front line and behind the back line. Good, you can also let go. Standing leg is straight. Woo. One more time, you can continue with this, or we add the little curtsy squat. I'm going to hold on to the chair for my first few. Down, up, and around. So you'll notice you have to go back. You can use your back foot if you want, right? If you want to make it harder, you don't use your back foot. But if you need that back foot, by all means use it. Make sure your hips aren't going forward when you come around, right? So you come around and your hip goes back. Yes? It is not like that. Last time. Back and in. Good. Stand. Let go. Rock your hips side to side a little bit. Good. Hand on the chair, bend the knee, open and close. Maybe do it without holding on. Find your stability of your pelvis, right? So use these abdominal muscles in here to stabilize your pelvis so that it doesn't move around. And then you lift your knee if you like, hand on the chair maybe, if you think I'm not that stable today. Otherwise, you're gonna let go. 3 more. And 1, knee in, foot down, arms down. Good. Have a seat on the chair. Let's do some abs. It's all abs, but sometimes it doesn't feel that way. Okay, front edge of chair. So I'm not leaning back, so I'm up here. I can actually feel my sit bones on the edge if I kind of push them. Arms in front. If your arms get tired, you can always cross your arms here. Tuck and curl. Touch. Come back up. So I'm rolling my hip bones under me. And lift. Roll my hip bones under. Good. This is an option too. This will make the exercise more challenging because your arms aren't in front of you. Tuck and curl. Two more. So I'm not really curling my upper body. It's really down from the bottom of my ribs down through that free space, right? That space where there's only spine. Good, and then we're gonna hang out here. We're gonna hang out here. So I'm not touching the back of the chair. I'm gonna try to let my thighs go. So I'm gonna just use my hands to just kind of encourage them to turn off, right? Hands back here, rotate, rotate. Elbow, elbow. So lead with your elbow. Hang out in this curled back state. 3 and 2 and 1. Center and sit up. Yeah, so if you can let those legs kind of turn off, it's all going to be focused in here. Arms down, swing. I'm sorry if your chair is too wide for this, so be careful. Twist and swing. One more time. Good. Cross the arms over the chest, tuck and curl back. Hold here, reach the arms. Drop, swing, twist. Woo-hoo! 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Arms to chest and go back up to seated. Take the hands here, twist again. Remember we did this before. Take this arm up and side bend. And lift. Go to the other side. Hold your legs. Take your back hand, lift it up by your head and side bend. And sit up. Good. Curl back, find the back side of the chair. This way I can scoot even a little bit more forward, right? I have more space. Pull in my right leg. Stretch out my left leg. I'm gonna hold this leg, okay? Elbows are wide. I'm gonna take my free leg in towards the other one and back to the floor. Option 1, right? In, back to the floor. In, back to the floor. Option 2 is gonna be a little higher leg, yes? And out. In and out. In and out. 2 more. 1 leg down, sit up. Don't fall off. You're gonna feel your thigh, okay? Especially when you're keeping that leg up. If that bothers you too much, just touch the floor. Curl back, pick up the other leg. Hold this leg nice and close, right? In, touch, right? In, touch. To hold the leg up requires using your quads. That's okay, but if it bugs you, put your foot back down on the floor. In, out. 2, 3, 4, 5, down. Sit back up. Stay on the edge, hands up. So you can go here or you can go back here, either one, okay? If you're back here, you are not pulling your head forward. If you put your hands behind your head, it would be the same as if they're in front. Nothing changes, right? Rotate, down, lift. I do not expect you to touch your thigh because that means you're folding at your hip. And what I want you to do is move your spine down and up. Exhale, twist. So we're sitting up back to a tall position in the middle. Exhale, rotate, lift. Rotate, lift. 2, lift. 1, finish it up. Good, and hold. So that's crisscross when we're on the mat, right? But we have legs, don't we? So we need to get back into position. We cannot lift our legs up from here. It's way too much thigh. So if you come back here like we did before, it's going to give you a lot more freedom. Your spine is in the right place. Your pelvis is in the right place. Hands can be front or behind, or they can be across your chest. Arms up, ready, twist. Same side, twist. Same exercise. Breathe out. 3. 1 more. Yes, you have to use your freaking leg. Yes. That's all right. Lots of abs too though. Twist, go. You don't even have to pick your leg up if you don't want it. If you just want to twist, go for it. 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Arms forward, sit up. Drop the arms, turn, twist, lift, side bend. Come back up, other way. Back arm lifts and side bend. And down. Last set of crisscross. Both legs will move at the same time if you want. If you're not wanting that, you just keep working that one side, put that leg down, work the other side. I'd say 5 and 5. Okay? All right, arms in front, coming to the back of the chair. I'm leaning on the chair. That's going to give me my scooped feeling, right? I'm not, my ribs are popping out. Hands behind my head, twist, switch. My feet bounce off the floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Arms forward. Sit up. Yes? All right. So I need you to turn sideways if you can. So in other words, like this, right? Highly recommend a folding chair if you have one. Both hands on the back, rotate. So we did this a moment ago with our legs, but using the back of the chair allows you to really bring yourself around. Stay seated, very tall. And then unwind and go the other way. So the spine stacks on top of itself, and there's discs in between them. There's discs in between the bones. There are little pillows. Twist. So whenever you do any kind of spine movement, you're pushing on the discs. Which moves them around, like if you held, come on back. So if you held a water balloon right in between your hands and you pushed it and you moved your hands around, you would see how the water balloon would change shape, right? It's the exact same thing we're doing right here. Switch other side. The discs like that. They like being mushed around like that. They don't want to stay in one place. They don't only want to do this, right? Crunch, crunch, crunch. They want to go in all these different directions. Rotate. Oh, I just got a nice little adjustment down the right side of my back. Unwind. So this is gentle, very gentle on this side. Other way. It's when the discs start to lose that elasticity and that fluid that you start running into problems. Because then the bones start to be on top of each other and your spinal column, where all your nerves are, run literally right down the center of all of that configuration. So when you start losing your little pillows, your nerves start to get compressed. So we want to keep moving in all our directions to keep the spine healthy. Good. Last thing. Okay. So we need to do some extension. We've done some during class, but let's do a little bit more. So you're going to lean into the chair. I'm going to bring my hips forward again. I'm going to hold my head for this. And I'm going to let my upper body go back. Here's my extension. And then just lift my head and shoulders back up. I'm not going to curl forward. Open. Open. Yeah, and if you feel like your neck is pretty strong, you can reach your arms. But you want to be confident that your neck can deal with it. One more time, back and up. Good, nod your chin, lift your body, sit up tall. Energy from sitting bones up through the spine to the top of the head. Everything is floating, your spine bones are floating on top of those pillows. Everything is buoyant. It's effortless. The energy goes from tailbone up That's what keeps you super lifted. Bravo!